Alright, I'm back to Peglin. And what I want to do today is it's kind of interesting, I think. And it's not just because it's like a new Crucible level or something like that. I am just doing this on Crucible Zero because I want to. I think this is a cool and interesting idea. I don't think. But I want to do this in a way that I can consistently enough do it without having to worry. And that is I'm getting the egg. I'm determined. I'm getting it today. I'm figuring out what it does. It's been so long. I've thrown so many. It will not happen again, I promise. But yeah, I throughout all my Crucible, I always was like, I want to find out what this egg does. What does this egg do? And then I never did. So now I'm really kind of determined to find this egg and figure out what it does. Cause like I I guarantee it does something. It has to. I'll be so sad if it doesn't. But it's definitely something I want to do. I think it's interesting, and I haven't looked it up. I've seen it on the wiki when I was getting some images. I've seen it on thumbnails. I don't know what it does though. All I know is that it breaks on impact, so there's gotta be something hidden with it. I'm convinced. That might be just me talking conspiracies. So it's very plausible that that is not the case. There's also one. Oh, shoot. No, I guess that didn't matter if I took this one or the other one. Cool, oh, I got a relic. But yeah, I'm kind of like I'm at a point now where Peglin is still early access, and there's only 7 Crucible levels out, and I just finished them up. I've also done like a ton of different synergies, and I don't think there's really much left to go. The only ones I can think of off the top of my head are I've never done anything with Orb, but that's just because the Orboros does it better, and I think it's really bad. I think blind. I guess I could do a blind build, but I'm not a huge fan of it, especially because it can only hit the front enemy with blind, and generally I'm just gonna get poked down by that point. So I don't. There's nothing I desperately like want to do except for kind of for the egg in look for the egg in Peglin at the moment. I have been looking at mods, and I think those could be really cool. So let me know what you guys think, because I'd love to hear your thoughts on maybe if you want to see like modded stuff, or if you want to if you think it would be cool or anything along those lines. I'd love to hear that. If you had any suggestions on what mods I could do, or if you have like just random stuff you think I could get done in the base game, that would also be pretty cool. But currently, as of recording this, I'm kind of at a blank. I have been actually looking at some other roguelike deck builders that I think would fit into the channel really well. Kind of like, oh no, 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 I didn't want to go that way. How many question marks? Okay, so I only missed one. But there are some other roguelike deck builders that I've been looking at. Circadian Dice is one of them. I'll have to look at the other ones. Shoot, I already forgot their names. Wow. Look at me. But there are a few deck builders, so you'll have to let me know if you think those would be interesting to watch, interesting to see. Because I think Peglin, great game, and I'm definitely going to be continuing to play it as the updates come out, but I think I want to maybe try some other games as well, because, well, Peglin does really well. And it's really fun to play and record. I think it would be more interesting to have something else on the channel as well. Because, like, I have Necessa and Corekeeper, as well as some Noita, but Noita I'm just really bad at, and I think generally the quality of the videos are not high, which I don't really like. No way, it went down that side too. And then there's Archvale, which is a really great game. I'm just bad at that type of game, and I think it's cool, but I also think it's less so similar to what the channel is right now. So you'll have to let me know. I will say that the egg, it better do something. The fact that I'm going through this after all this time, and it's like, why? Why have I not been able to survive with an egg? Why'd I have to do this to myself? It could have been so nice. Because I've had a lot of eggs over time. At points, I've even had... Yes, I got the egg. This is all I wanted. At points, I've had 2 eggs at a time even. Not even just 1. I will let these stones sink. So, the fact that I've done this much, and I haven't figured it out, is kind of absurd to me. Because I've had... Like I said, I've had many double egg runs where I had it duplicate and then I would just die to something random. I've died many times to protecting my eggs. I've thrown my eggs randomly. Eggs just are pretty cursed when I'm using them. Which is sad, because I'm 90% sure they have to do something, right? Right? I swear it's not the copium talking. I almost shot the egg at that bomb. Not again. Not again, egg. You will survive. Even if I have to get rid of Doctorb. I will pay much more attention to you this time. I promise. And this should be the first one done, I think. Yeah, just barely, but... just barely is good enough. I will use this, sure, the explosive force. I'm not too worried about that. I just want to hit as many check marks as I can. Question marks. I don't know why I keep saying check marks. Second time I've done that, at least. This side looks like I get more, so I'm gonna head down that side. Even ignoring the relics and stuff, I'm just going for the egg. To see what that... It's gotta do something. I'm convinced. This one kills. Nice. I'll hit the refresh on you. Okay, there we go. Let me see. Well, I'm trying to find this. What was I gonna say? I don't know. I'm just waking up and I don't have enough coffees. That's the answer to everything. I woke up and I was like... I was kind of thinking to myself, like, what can I really do today? Because, like, I finished Crucible 7, and I finished the synergy I've been going for ages yesterday. Because I have actually been hunting that reload synergy, or at least a reload synergy, for a very long time. Mainly, the one I was looking for was the balance and dumbbell one, and I guess I kind of got that most of the, I kind of mostly got that when it comes to the Matryoshka build, and that was a really fun build. It just I was mainly looking for something like that, and then I ended up accidentally finding the bad cheese synergy by that, so it was really convenient for me. And then I was pretty happy that I found that synergy. And that was a really fun build. I couldn't believe that I made it to like it was at that point it was almost like a challenge run too, because I made it to the final floor using only the basic orbs. Like, I was not expecting to do that. I didn't really want to do that. I was expecting, oh, maybe I'll just restart until I get I can remove them on the first floor or so. But then I got one of the relics, which is much harder to find, really early on. So I was like, well, I guess I can keep going. And I'm really glad I did. Because I do think if I'd gotten the bad cheese any earlier than I did, it definitely would have been a less enjoyable thing to watch. Because at that point it would have been like, well, I'm not really... I'm just gonna watch the same thing for ages. It's not interesting, because at that point it's just basically me doing commentary about how I'm discarding an orb over and over for 10 minutes. Like, that's not fun to watch. So I think when I got it was probably the best, because it was kind of towards the end, so it was interesting enough, and the lead up to it was also pretty interesting. That is also in my very biased opinion. So if you haven't seen it, I'd suggest it. I thought it was really fun. All things. Hand over an egg. Is this it? Is this what I've been looking for this entire time? Egg. Oh no! I lose the egg! You stumble into kitchen, blah blah blah, what are you doing in here? Please take this relic I found and get out of here. Hand over an egg. I'm gonna do it. This poor egg. The cake increase your... What? This would have saved me so many times! Why couldn't I have found this any other time? Why? Why'd I have to not find it in any of my Crucible runs? And I find it in the, like, almost immediately when I'm actually looking. Oh, man. At least that's cool, though. I am really happy I found that. Oh, wow. Of all... I can't believe I found that really fast, though. I am kind of curious if there's another synergy, but... I've also, or another Easter egg with it, like maybe if I get it to the end, there's something else that'll happen. But, I don't know about that. I have my doubts, because I did have a run, like, a while back, before I even had a run on YouTube at all. I had a run with this weird looking rock, and it did nothing, and so I'm kind of convinced that it might also do nothing if it goes to the end. I don't really know what's what, really, to be honest. But yeah, I'm really quite happy with that. So I guess I'll finish it now. Now that I have 150 base health. What would be even more insane, though, is if I was able to not only find the cake, but I was able to find, if I was able to find that relic that decreases your max health by half, but gives you some healing, your vampirism. So that would be pretty cool. Oh, there was also one other thing I wanted to talk about. I saw someone mentioning a Discord if I had it in the comments, and so I do not at this point, but I think by the time this video is up, I'm gonna be working on one on the side at the very least. So either today or tomorrow, there will be a Discord up. If and that'll be a great spot. If you have any ideas on what I could do with the channel, like new games, any of that, that would be kind of the place to put them, or even in the comments, that would also work. But yeah, I'm probably going to have that up by the end of today or tomorrow. It's gonna take a bit. If it's not that but up by then, I'll let you know. But as soon as it is, I'll include it in the description here. Hey, there it is. If only I got this before the cake relic. I think it's still definitely great, but that's awesome. I gotta do it for the sole reason of I'm I'm doing all the question mark relics at the same time. Might as well. Might as well go with the chip at the same time, huh? So I want to head down that side. Doesn't matter if I have... Hopefully this hits the 2x. Regardless, I don't think it's actually that great. It hit at 0. I lose like 200 down, just not that big of a deal. Sadly, it's not that big of a deal. I think I need to go for that refresh at the top pretty early on, actually, sadly. I don't know if this will even hit a crit. No, it doesn't look like it will. Dang. That's disappointing. I will just go Bob Orb now, though. No way, it falls right down the hole because of kinetic meteorite, right? Does not look like it will. Sweet. At least it got a few bombs off before it inevitably went down the hole. There we go, though. And I will just use this. It does clear out a lot, despite it not being that good. Whoa, that was awesome. The lightning was going all the way across the top so often. That was awesome. I don't think I'll be able to kill this, honestly. I don't have the damage because I've been skipping everything. I think it's just a little bit too much for me, but who knows. Maybe I'll be able to. No way that bounced up for that. That's awesome. And then I hit a 0. Woohoo. That's what I'm talking about. The crit, the Dag Orb should be really good if it hits a crit. But that's a big if, I think. Come on. It's not going to. It's going down that hole. There's no chance it hits one of these 2 crits. It would do about 700 even right now. Maybe even 1,000. Oh, wait. No, it's going to hit that crit. Yeah, 1,300 as long as it doesn't hit the 0. Maybe I'll have enough for this. Because if that hit the 2x on that crit, ooh, that would have been nice. But I'm not too worried about winning this one. I don't unlock any more Crucible levels from this. I just really wanted to figure out what the egg does, and at this point, everything else is just gravy. Of course, the Bob Orb is going to be the one to hit the 2x again. It's going to hit it twice in a row, and it's a 1-0. Oh, there it is. There's the 0, and it's gonna hit the 2x. I almost guarantee it. And I don't think I'll even be able to refresh after this either. Everything is just too far down. How is it still up? It's been, like, hovering for so long. That was awesome. Okay, maybe... Wow, this is the most orb pegs I've ever seen come off of this thing ever. In fact, I'm just gonna do this. Damn. I kind of didn't expect it, even though I should have. Oh wow, that actually worked. I think it's too late though. Too late. Definitely going to die here. I'm 95% sure. Although it doesn't have 10,000 health, it still has a lot. I couldn't believe that. 10k. I nearly killed it on my first run, but I was pretty happy that I was able to. Actually, I'm not sure if I was ever able to. I think I might have gotten the ballistic one now that I think about it. Oh, it's gonna hit the 0x. No! Every 0x is just... It feels so bad to hit the 0x. It really does. I think if this was the other one, this would have been fine, but it's not. At least I found out what the egg does, and that's what really matters. I'm pretty happy with that. This Bob Orb has actually destroyed everything about this map. Yeah, just everything is bomb. Woo, there we go. Now I die. Alright, well that was the egg run. I thought it was really cool. I got to figure out what the egg was, and that's been bugging me for so long, so I'm really happy about that. If you like the video, please consider liking and subscribing. And more than that, if you have any comments on what I could do next, I'd love to hear them.